And they're off. Secret Weapon had a rough beginning. It's a quick one for Bruto. Runhappy on the outside. Here's Flightline now sprinting through on the rail, and Flightline takes the lead. Bruto is now second. Runhappy far outside. Naismith is just behind them in fourth. Then it's Money Mike on the inside of Epidemic. Epidemic has about 3 or 4 lengths to make up. Secret Weapon between horses in last. Down the back stretch, Flightline shows the way. Has it by a length. Bruto trying to keep pace second. Flightline cruising along. Then it's Runhappy third. At the rail, Naismith, Secret Weapon between horses, Epidemic. And at the rail, Money Mike. They're approaching the quarter pole, and Flightline has opened up. Flightline all by himself at the top of the stretch with a 5-length lead. Naismith and Bruto can only chase this good-looking horse. His name is Flightline, and he is long gone. What a dazzling display at first asking. He will graduate with honors. A potential star here. Flightline wins by double digits while wrapped up. Second goes to Bruto. Then it was Naismith third, followed by Epidemic and Money Mike. The running time, a crisp 1:08 3/5 seconds.
And away they go to a good beginning. All broke very evenly. Notre Dame is very fast. Escape Route going with that. Flightline on the far side. Positivity got a little interfered with there down at the rail. In behind that comes Parnelli, who's 4 lengths off the leaders. Big Scott Daddy is last. They run to the half mile, and Notre Dame at the rail, the favorite. Flightline right there in second. Parnelli races on the outside. Down at the rail is Positivity, losing a bit of ground. Escape Route is 3.5 off the leaders. Big Scott Daddy last. 3/8 of a mile to go. Notre Dame at the rail and Flightline. These two stride for stride. Flightline now takes the advantage as they come towards the quarter pole. Flightline adding distance every time he strides away here. And Flightline now opening up on them. Still just been handwritten out here. Notre Dame dropping back in second. They're at the top of the lane now, and Flightline is clear by 5. Make that 6 as they come to the 16th. Make it 8 lengths. Beautiful looker, great action, has the talent. Is this the next superstar? Flightline trots home. Second will be Escape Route, and third Parnelli.
And they're off in the Runhappy Malibu. And Team Merchants is very quick away from there. Flightline wasn't that fast out of the gate, but he moves up effortlessly now to take the lead. Baby Yoda at the rail is close up, just a length off the leader. Then comes Stiletto Boy in fourth, 3 lengths off the pace. Dr. Shivel hustled up, 1 from the outside. Triple Tap is next with 4 lengths to make up, and Timeless Bounty is at the back of the field. It's Flightline who passes the half-mile pole in hand by a half length. Baby Yoda, Team Merchants side by side. Stiletto Boy is in fourth. Dr. Shivel, Red Silks, 4 off the pace. A length and a half more back to Triple Tap, and at the back of the field, it's Timeless Bounty. Flightline sailing away, coming to the quarter pole, opening up a length and a half on Team Merchants. Baby Yoda trying to get off the rail. In behind them, Dr. Shivel. Triple Tap is last as Flightline turns it on at the top of the stretch, and he's in cruise control. Flightline, a superstar, is dominating the Runhappy Malibu, and he's going to turn this into his easiest win yet. Flightline, jogging home under Flavian Pratt, wins by a distance. Baby Yoda second, Stiletto Boy, and then Triple Tap. The running time.
They're off in the Met Mile. Flightline did not break all that well, but he will be sent to the front inside of Speaker's Corner, and he didn't get through there, and Speaker's Corner is going to grab the lead. Flightline's going to have to sit just off of him. He's up into second on the inside, and now he's going to be sent through that opening on the rail. These two are now a half length apart. Happy Saver is third, Informative is fourth, and Aloha West is fifth. So Flavian Pratt not getting things the way he wanted here. Speaker's Corner got ahead of him. They went 22.78 seconds, and Speaker's Corner leads by a length and a half. Flightline is allowed to settle now in second as they race toward that half-mile pole. Happy Saver is on the outside of Aloha West, the Breeders' Cup winner, and then Informative, the trailer. Advantage Speaker's Corner as they make their way around the turn. Flightline is 3/4 of a length behind. The half mile was 45.01 seconds, and the two of them race onto the far turn, and there goes Flightline now. Flightline makes his move just outside of Speaker's Corner, and now they're nose to nose on the far turn. Happy Saver is 3 lengths behind them, and then comes Aloha West, and Flightline has breezed by Speaker's Corner at the top of the stretch, 3/4 in 108.54 seconds, and they're into the stretch, and it's Flightline 3 lengths in front. Happy Saver second on the outside. Toward the inside, it's Speaker's Corner in third. It's Flightline by 4 past the 16th pole. Oh, what a racehorse! Flightline 4 for 4. He's flawless, and he's freakishly fast. He won the Met Mile by 6 lengths, and he didn't even break well. Happy Saver was second. Speaker's Corner was third. The final time, 1:33.59 seconds. That's as good as it gets.
PVG Pacific Classic. And there's the roar from the crowd as the field for the Pacific Classic sent on their way. They all came away to an even beginning. Extra Hope on the inside, Country Grammar in the white colours right there. Flightline is in the centre of the track now. He's going to be caught wide at this stage, but he might drop in later. He's getting over a little. In behind that comes Royal Ship, and on the outside, Stiletto Boy Express Train. No more than 2.5 lengths separates the lot. And let's see, Flightline's going to go on with it now. He's caught a little wide, but Flightline goes up to join Extra Hope as the pace setters. In behind that, we have Express Train. Country Grammar scrapes the paint in the white, just 2 lengths separates all those runners. Then comes Stiletto Boy and Royal Ship, impatiently ridden by Mike Smith, content to trail early, 5 off them. Down the backstretch they go. Extra Hope at the rail. Flightline now right up alongside and pretty keen to go on. Express Train is a joint third. Country Grammar at this stage is 4.5 lengths off the favourite. Behind that comes Royal Ship and Stiletto Boy. A half mile to go, and Flightline doesn't want to wait. Flightline's picked up the running now, and he kicks on to lead it by a length with a half mile to go, and now he's widening. Flightline makes it 2, now 3 as they go into the far turn. Extra Hope is next. Country Grammar down at the rail. Stiletto Boy, Express Train, and still last is Royal Ship's going to come running, but he's got a good 10 lengths to make up on Flightline. Let's see, a 1/4 mile to go in the Pacific Classic. Flavion Pratt and Flightline are an embarrassing lead. It must be 15 lengths as they turn for home now. And let's see, Flavion Pratt just shakes the reins at Flightline. And take a good look at this, because you're not going to see this too often, maybe never again. Flightline 20 lengths clear. Flavion Pratt takes a hold and canters in the TVG Pacific Classic. Second place will go to Country Grammar. Then came Royal Ship, Express Train, Extra Hope, and Stiletto Boy.
They're off in the 39th Breeders' Cup Classic. Flightline broke very well. Life is Good goes out to the early lead. Flightline will be second early on, and Hot Rod Charlie came out running in third. Epicenter is guided to the inside, then Olympiad, followed by Taba. Rich Strike is second last, and Happy Saver the trailer. And it is Life is Good and Flightline, and they're going at each other early on. That opening 1/4 mile was a quick one, 22.55 seconds. Life is Good is the leader. Flavion Pratt keeps Flightline a length and 3/4 behind, running in second by a 5-length gap over Hot Rod Charlie in third. After that, Taba begins to move on the outside of Olympiad. Then comes Epicenter and Rich Strike. Happy Saver is the trailer. Let's check out this half mile. It's going to be quick. It was 45.47 seconds. Life is Good up the backstretch in front by 2. Flightline continues to sit second up the backstretch under a patient Flavion Pratt, who just took a peek behind. They've opened up 9 lengths on the rest of the field. Hot Rod Charlie is next. Then it's Taba. So they make their way into the far turn. Life is Good by 2 over Flightline, and it's a long way back to the rest. Hot Rod Charlie is third at this point, and they're making their way around the far turn. And it is still Life is Good. He's got a 2-length lead. Flightline now beginning to move on the outside. Life is Good by a length. Flightline on the outside second. 8 back to Hot Rod Charlie. Then Taba to the outside. They're coming to the top of the stretch. Life is Good and Flightline hook up as they Secretariat like Breeders' Cup Classic win. He won it by 8 lengths on the wire. And that was a